Hiya, folks. This is Rick Emmett of Triumph.
This is Mark Merrill, also known as Johnny B. Bad.
Yo, guys, it's Mark McKay.
Hey, this is Frank Fletcher.
Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan.
Hey, guys, this is John Karabi.
Hey, guys, it's Leva Leone.
What's up, guys? Cassandra Carson here from Paralandra and the Life Project.
What's up, everybody? It's Logan from All the Pretty Things.
Hey, this is Cody Howell.
Hey, this is Sammy Lee, drummer of the band Red Rain.
My name's Reggie, and you are listening to the Weekly Pour podcast. Thanks so much for joining the most amazing twosome out there.
The most amazing things that can happen to a human being will happen to you if you lower your expectations. Welcome to the Weekly Pour podcast. Here are your hosts, TBT and Ace.
Welcome. We're back. Hello. This is the Weekly Pour podcast. This is episode 91. I am TBT. That guy over there is Ace. And we welcome you back after a 2-week hiatus. 3-week?
Right.
2-week? I don't know. After a hiatus. But we're here and we're back.
And I'm using, I guess, a filter.
Are you on dial-up tonight?
I must be.
Oh, that's not good. Nobody likes dial-up.
I think I might have to pull down. I might have to pull down YouTube.
Oh,
We'll
see, using too much of that bandwidth. Well, if this is your first time joining us, we are live right now on the YouTubes, live on the Facebooks. We are paying attention to the chat in both YouTube and Facebook, so jump in there, say hi, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you want. The only thing it's going to do is it's going to give you a notification when we post a video or get ready to go live, but jump in there, let's see who's in the chat. Right now we've got a couple people in. Natalie, of course, who is our moderator. Thank you for moderating again tonight. And of course, Lou is in at the beginning of the show. Thank you. Happy Wednesday to you as well.
Hey, Lou.
Nice shirt, by the way.
I was going to say, I can see your shirt now.
Excellent. I've got a new one. You've got a new one. It's like we're sporting brand new concert material swag.
We are.
We'll
I
get
hope
into
yours
that in a
was
little
cheap
bit.
at the time.
Probably not.
Shit's getting expensive, I tell you.
Stupid, but yet here we are. Everybody keeps pouring into the chat more. Mama TBT is in. Hello, Mom. Sandra is in there. Good grief. You guys be sure to hit that thumbs up. Everybody's doing a pretty good job so far, but, you know, this is how we make a living. For every thumbs up, it saves a dog in the pound. Right?
That's right.
Or feeds a child in France or something. Wow, Wes.
He doesn't know.
Well, this one, this is a good one. Wes just says that it looks like I've been through 17 girls in a row. If you don't know what that means, that is a Steel Panther reference. Very good. I'm very proud of you for that. Good job. Good job.
I want to make a comment real quick on your long goatee.
Please do.
Is it like 3 feet long now?
3.3.
So yesterday,
this is guy measurement. So yes, this is 3 feet.
Yeah. So yesterday I got a haircut to trim up this mess I have and make it tolerable. And I was in the barber shop, and this guy walks in to get a haircut and a trim on his beard. He has one just like that, only it's a full beard with a big long goatee. And he trimmed that sucker up, and I thought, you know, he was going to go a little bit and a little bit, and he got to where it's kind of a full beard.
Yeah.
And then he kept going.
What?
Yeah, he kept going. It's about like mine now.
Who does that?
Right. How long did it take you to grow that?
17 years.
Yeah. He didn't just trim a little bit. He trimmed a bunch.
I'm not going to say threatened. I've suggested it. I was like, you know, I could go back. But then I get told no. I get told no by the same woman that was always telling me to shave because, you know, it's rough.
Yep. You are in the same boat I am because I grew a Fu Manchu under objection.
Right.
Then it was don't ever shave it off. And you remember the whole beard thing when I grew the beard.
Absolutely.
It was on this show. we got all the feedback.
Yeah.
And I have talked about shaving my beard, and I've been told divorce proceedings would begin.
Oh, wow. I know someone that works in that office that can file those papers just like that.
Right. And under reason, shaved beard.
Yeah, shaved.
I mean,
loss of facial hair. I mean, is it fair? I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't let me catch you in the winter not shaving your legs.
There you go.
Hey, could you do me a favor and yell to your daughter and tell her to get off the telephone?
Hey, get off the phone.
See? Wes is all over it.
Did that help?
Well, no. Yeah, actually, it did. Wes said somebody better a non-blurry webcam.
Hey, it's a little buffery down here in the studio.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting text messages.
Of course. You're blurry. Change your stuff. Are they texting you from inside your home?
It's scary.
See, tell them to get off the Wi-Fi.
Scary.
Good grief. So it's been a couple weeks. We've had a lot of stuff going on between both of us. I've been out of the country. You've been out of consciousness.
Yes, twice.
Twice?
What?
I
had 2 surgeries.
Well, yeah, but we've had 2 shows since your one.
You did?
Yeah, your shoulder.
Oh, did we?
When you were wearing a hat because you had to shave your shoulder or something?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've been unconscious since then.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You've been unconscious. You've been out of consciousness. I've been out of the country. You've been mowing with the bum shoulder, so your yard is really, really half-seas. Lil TBT is in the house.
Excellent.
Wow. I don't know what's up with Wes, but he's just on fire about you today.
Well, I'm pulling him up, but I'm risking the bandwidth.
Well, I'm throwing him up on the screen. I don't know if you can see him, but I'm throwing him up there.
A little bit on my screen because I have a tiny phone I'm using, but
yeah,
it's a filter. That's what I said. It's a filter to help enhance your experience.
Yeah, it's like it's like we're back in 1990. So it's the 1990 AOL filter.
I don't think I had Wi-Fi until the landline didn't have dial-up until 96.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's 1997.
Okay.
Do you still have an AOL email address?
Never used AOL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used something called Juno for a long time.
Oh, yeah. I'm very familiar with Juno.
Yeah, free internet.
Do you remember ICQ?
ICQ a lot, but I don't use it.
But that's what it was. It was ICQ. I seek you, but it was the letters ICQ. It was like a chat thing. It wasn't like AOL, but you know how AOL had Messenger? Then you can send messages?
Is this like if you seek Amy?
Sure. But yeah. It was the start of, I don't know. But yeah. All right. I digress.
It's your show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna seek you anymore because you're here, and yeah, Judas Priest, Steel Panther. You can't see them if you're just listening to this, but Ace is wearing his Judas Priest swag. I'm wearing my Steel Panther because over the course of the last couple weeks, we have done some concert going to as you enjoy your McDonald's Wi-Fi.
That's what it is. McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's Wes. Wes is on a roll.
If you can hear me, that's what matters.
Yeah, right. I mean, we could have just left this up the entire time. Nobody has to see us. We can still do a show. It's called a podcast. All you got to do is listen to it. So we could keep this up and nobody even has to see our beautiful faces. I mean, I'm flipping everybody off right now.
Are you?
Yeah. See? I mean, you missed. You couldn't tell because you couldn't see us. Can we boot Wes? Natalie, you are not doing a very good job of keeping control.
Even here?
Yeah, I said she was here.
Oh.
It's when you weren't listening. It's when you were buffering.
I was blurry.
Yeah, you were blurry, so that my words came in a little garbled.
Anyway.
I don't know. Anyway, where did you go see Judas Priest?
Went to White River State Park in Indianapolis.
Wow.
I love that venue. Love it.
That is an outside venue, correct?
Yeah, right. It's smaller than the other one we have in Noblesville, which is what is that Klipsch or Old Home Mortgage or Ruoff or whatever they call it now. I call it Deer Creek.
Deer Creek.
That's a bigger venue. White River State Park is in the city, across from Victory Field, where the Indianapolis Indians play.
Right.
And
that's golf, right?
That's baseball.
Mm.
So right there between the zoo and the ballpark.
Okay.
And I love it because it's intimate. You can get in and out in 5 minutes. I mean, literally, we drove in, we parked, and when we left, we pulled out, and they shot us off onto the road, and we were heading home.
Wow.
It's a lot closer than going all the way to Noblesville.
Oh, true.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I know you can pack 20,000 or more at Deer Creek. I would say more, but this probably holds 10. So it's probably half the size. But
I've never been there.
Oh, it's great. But they don't get a lot of rock bands that you want to see. They get a lot of stuff. There's always something going on, but
sure.
It's not always rock bands. But Priest was there, and they had Sabaton.
Sorry, who?
Sabaton, which is a Swedish power metal band.
Okay.
Okay, and I believe this may be their first tour of the States. I'd have to check.
Wow.
But their lead singer, his name is Jokic, I think.
Do you spell it the way it sounds?
J-O-A...
No, Sabaton, goofball.
K-I-M, Jokum. Oh, Sabaton, yes.
Okay.
Which is a piece of leather off a boot from World War I or something.
Yeah, did you know that?
That's their gimmick. Well, yeah, I knew that.
Doesn't everybody?
Why not? Yeah. That's their gimmick. They do a lot of stuff, songs referencing World War I, World War II, things like that. Talking about panzers invading Britain and
panties,
panzers.
Oh,
tanks, German tanks.
Gotcha.
The Blitz. Yeah. They have one called the Red Baron, which is not about pizza.
Right.
It is about the Red Baron, a World War I flying ace.
Are those still available, Red Baron pizzas?
I'm sure they are at Walmart.
Okay. I just wondered.
Yeah. So, but the lead singer made a reference to this being, there they are. Look at Jokum there, and that he wears that every show. And it's a vest, if you can't see it, obviously, a vest that is black with these metallic plates stuck to it.
I cannot see them from the waist down.
Well, do you need to? They're all in camouflage pants.
Yeah. You can't see them.
Why? You can't.
All I see is like shirt and boots.
Right. And they look kind of mean, but they're not. They're very happy to be singing about the tragedies of World War I and mustard gas.
Were they extras on Vikings?
I think there was one on the Viking. I think there was Viking stuff.
I knew it. Well,
friend of ours that we both know calls it Viking music. Yeah, Viking music, but it's actually very melodic.
Is this the same guy that likes to sell and buy things from Nike?
Who would that be?
RB? Ronaldo?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, this is a different one who likes to walk.
Well, that narrowed it down to like everybody on Earth that's not in a wheelchair.
They don't like to walk; they just have to.
Oh, okay.
This is literally in his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
calls
all
it
you
bike
got.
community.
Yep.
So, but I was pleasantly surprised. They were very good. My son bought the tickets for us because he wanted to see Sabaton.
Okay.
And I bet you not quite half, but close to half of the fans there were there to see Sabaton.
Really?
Yeah, they have a huge following that you just don't know about. It's so underground.
Wow.
And
So, in your opinion, do I need to take a taste of said Sabaton?
I think it wouldn't hurt to listen to a song or two,
Sure.
get a taste of what they sound like. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
They played 15 songs.
Damn.
15 songs, jumping around. Um, the sunglasses you saw Jokum wearing, he gave them to some kid because he was at his first concert with his family.
Damn.
And yep, he took them off and handed them to the kid as a souvenir. The kid,
Well,
though, I expect he was like
those
9.
very sunglasses, I didn't get any.
Well,
Well, I
he was
bet
like 9.
he's probably keeping Oakley in business, or not Oakley.
I bet they didn't cost that much if he's giving them away. But yeah, he it was like Bret Hart giving away those plastic, shitty sunglasses he had.
Right.
But yeah, the kid had them and he put them. I think he put them on, but he didn't act excited. He just stood there with his arms crossed. This kid's like 11. Just come on. But
Give
they were
me
good.
Judas Priest.
They were very good. I think they got gypped a bit on the set, the way the set was staged on the stage, because it was very obvious that they were limited in space. But that's okay. They didn't care. They mentioned it was their first time in Indiana, which tells me that they probably, I'm not sure they've even been here before. But huge following. A lot of Sabaton shirts were sold.
Wow.
A lot of people wearing them. And that was good. And then Priest came on. And let me tell you, I have not seen Judas Priest. I'm a fan, haven't seen them. And I don't know if this is going to be the last tour. They're up there.
Right.
Halford 72, Rob Halford, lead singer. And it was the loudest, most intense, I dare say heaviest show I've been to in my long life.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was
Wow.
amazing. It was blistering how good they were. They just put it right in your face and hammer you with it. They're rock, they're metal.
Yeah.
They're touring with their new record, Invincible Shield, which we've discussed on this show.
Absolutely.
We got a preview of it, if you remember.
Yep.
And I knew Richie Faulkner was a really good guitar player. I didn't know he was this good. He killed every solo. He went over the top with solos. He was so good.
Wow.
They've got another guitar player, the producer of the last 2 records, Andy Sneap, plays the Glenn Tipton parts, or some of them. And so they still have that dual guitar sound. Glenn can't be there because he's got Parkinson's he's dealing with.
Right.
KK Downing, the original guitar player, is out of the band for a while now.
Doing his own thing, his own Priest.
Right, KK's Priest. Yeah. But the big story about it was Rob Halford. Man is 72 years old, and I heard a few years ago that he could still kind of wail or screech a little if he needed to.
Sure.
If you need to go up there, he could go get it. I don't know what he has done, but he discovered the Fountain of Youth. He screeched all night long like a banshee. It was amazing. It really was.
In tune.
Oh yeah. He sounded amazing.
So were they playing old stuff, new stuff, middle stuff, all of it?
They were covering the gamut.
Wow.
They were covering the gamut. Yeah, they hit everything, and of course, anything you wanted to hear. You got another thing coming, Hellbent for Leather, Living After Midnight, Breaking the Law,
Painkiller.
Turbo Lover. What?
Painkiller.
Oh God, yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, and that was brutally intense.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, brutally intense. So anything you wanted to hear, they covered it. Of course, they did. What's the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. Anyway, they did it.
That one.
Yeah, that one. Oh, it's on Sad Wings of Destiny. Victim of Changes.
Okay.
Which that's always a centerpiece moment because it shows off the guitar playing that KK and Glenn Tipton could do. I'm telling you, it was a centerpiece for both of those guys. Sneap and Faulkner. They just shredded the shit out of that stuff.
Did you literally just freeze on me?
I think so.
Okay, you're back. I can hear you. You're not moving. I was about to say something bad about your McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Well, you can.
Well, but I can hear you. You're just not moving a whole lot, but you're slowly coming back. It must be a telemarketer calling in.
Yeah. I silence those calls, so I don't know. but and of course, I don't think there was any chicanery, trickery, or bamboozlement going on with tracks or anything like that. This is all real. I think Halford has just found a way to give it everything he's got in these shows and just kill it. And whether it's his last time doing it or not, I don't know. They had the big banner at the end that said Priest will be back. So signifying this isn't it.
Right.
But man, I don't know how you can top the last record. I'm not sure he can top this concert, this tour he's doing. Good news is I get to see him again in a week.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll see the same show again in a week, and I'll be even more prepared for how good it's going to be.
Not only that, you get to wear your super expensive shirt to the concert that you've already seen.
Buy it again.
Exactly. You do not need to be froze the way you were just froze, because that looked horrible. Can you even?
Awful.
This is what happens when we take a 2-week hiatus. I don't know what you've done. Are you even connected to Wi-Fi?
I am. I'm shutting everything down. So I have had the stories up that we were using, but they're gone. We'll wing it. I'll just respond to
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it was well worth the money. The price was good. I think might have paid $50 a ticket.
That's not bad.
Not bad. And they just killed it. Both bands were good.
Would you end up paying? Would you pay for the shirt?
Oh,
like for real? You froze. You're supposed to answer the question before you freeze. What is it with you freezing on these perfect facial expressions?
It's a talent.
Okay. All right. What did you pay for the shirt?
$50.
Okay.
So I have seen them for a while now at concerts around anywhere from 30 to 40. I think when we saw Winger, they were 30 or 35.
35, I think.
And I thought, that's pretty good. That's a bargain. Everything at the pre-show was $50. Even the Sabaton shirts were $50.
Wow. Is there anything on the back of that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not the dates. I like tour dates, but this has another picture similar to this.
Okay. All right.
Or words or something.
Right.
So yeah, but $50, and they had a wide selection.
I don't know I don't know how to react when like you go quiet, because I don't know if you froze or if you did. You did freeze. You froze. This one from the concert that I went to, it was 40.
Oh, okay. So standard.
Yeah, standard price. So the opening band, I don't remember how much theirs were, but when I first got to the venue, I went to Brown County up in Nashville, Indiana to see Steel Panther. Did not know who the opener was until we got there, and come to find out it was Stitched Up Heart.
Right, which I never heard.
Never heard of them. I had heard of them, never listened to them, didn't know anything about them. I just knew they were opening for Steel Panther once we got there and found out. So walk into the venue. If you've never been to Brown County Music Center in Nashville, Indiana, top of the notch place, indoor auditorium style, not a bad seat in the house. And the way they have it established is you walk in, and immediately on the right hand side is where they have all the merchandise. So I beelined it over there, probably second or third in line. Excuse me. See the shirt I want, pay the $40, move down the line a little bit, see all the stuff for Stitched Up Heart. Didn't get one. I was like, okay, I don't know who they are. Nothing against them. Not gonna. I don't want to say waste my money. Just not gonna get one. Go to the show. Stitch Up Heart opens, and all I can say is, holy crap. Got my eardrums blown out. If you've never listened to Stitched Up Heart, go to your favorite music platform, order the CD, borrow it from somebody, the cassette tape, whatever you can find, and give them a listen. They are, I would say, poppy in some ways, very metal in other ways. I would put them, I'd give them like a Paramore sound, or maybe even an Evanescence kind of groove. Rocked the place. The crowd is just totally into them. It's not like they were just chilling and like, oh, yay, Stitched Up Heart. Lead singer's name is Mixie. She is a vocal powerhouse. It reminded me a lot of Leather in some of the ways that she was doing her growling and some screaming and stuff. Fantastic show that they did. Their set was probably, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 to 11 songs. I ended up going back and listening to all the tracks again that they performed, and ended up at the intermission between them and Steel Panther going back out to the merchandise booth and getting one of their t-shirts as well, because I was like, holy crap, these guys are awesome. Talked to the girl manning or womaning the booth and said, hey, I know a kick-ass podcast that these guys need to be on. Actually, I did this beforehand.
Right.
And then at the intermission, when I went to get the t-shirt, got a chance to talk to Mixie, who is the lead singer, and told her about the podcast and told her, how badass the show was. And she said, hey, give us a drop us a line or something like that. So we'll have to see if we can work on it, but we're going to see if we can't get Mixie from Stitched Up Heart on the show, because my gosh, fantastic. Give him a chance if you get the opportunity to see him, whether live or opening for somebody, or if they're on a headliner or whatever. That was followed by Steel Panther. This is, I think me and a buddy were trying to count them out. This was either our 4th or 5th time seeing them.
Okay, and as high as the rest of them.
You kind of broke up there. I'm not sure exactly what you said, but this 5th time or 4th, whatever, just as awesome as the first time. It's not just a Steel Panther show is different. It's not just going in, listening to songs, in between the songs. We really love being here in Indiana. Indiana's great. Are you guys ready? You familiar with this album? Here's a song. And then they go on to the next one, so on and so forth. There is comedic banter that goes on between songs the entire show. There's audience participation, whether you want to participate or not. You are kind of
That's the best kind.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everybody, but select, how do I say this? Select people. If you look a certain way or you dress a certain way, you're going to get called out, male or female. It's just absolutely hilarious. Now, I will tell you this. It is a very, okay, keep in mind that Steel Panther, they basically base their songs, their shows, everything on what we love, 80s metal. You know, one of their top songs right now is called 1987, and it's about the year 1987. And it's a badass song. Their shows are raunchy. The language is off the charts. They do not care if they say something that may offend you. If you're easily offended, do not go to a Steel Panther show. There are people with the Brown County Music Center who are what I would consider, they may be called this, or I may have just came up with a brand new term, friends of the Brown County Music Center. Well, let's call them donors. They donate funds or whatever, you know, and I am sure you're going to make me cough. I am sure that with certain amount of monetary donation, you are given access to select shows, all shows, whatever. I don't know. Some of the people in the crowd, you could absolutely tell were friends of the Brown County Music Center. They did not know what just happened.
Really?
They were sitting in their seats, and they would just turn and look at each other with their eyes as big as half dollars when certain things were said between songs or when the lyrics were being sang for certain songs, like Bukkake Tears or 17 Girls in a Row, or I mean, I could keep going.
Yeah.
There is a part in every Steel Panther concert where they invite essentially every female there up on stage. In Brown County, you can do that. Brown County's not a huge place. They invited every female out in the audience up on stage. And they do a song. Nothing's going on. There's nothing, I mean, I can't say there's nothing raunchy. It is. It's the band.
Yeah.
They invite every female up there. They're still performing, you know, the music, they're singing the song, and the girls are dancing. One of the ladies that went out there or up there onto the stage had been bantered a few songs before because she looked to be about mid to late 60s, just standing up and just dancing and jamming in her seat. She was not drunk. She may have ate a thing of nachos, but she was not drunk. She was just enjoying herself. And the lead singer, Michael Starr, calls her out and says, you know, that's what I want to see. That's awesome. Woo, you know, whatever. When everyone was invited up, he pointed at her and said, get up here. And everybody around encouraged her to go. And she did. Awesome. She is up dancing on, you know, with 60 other 20-year-olds, whatever. She's up there dancing. That video has been put up on our YouTube page. If you just go to our the Weekly Pour Podcast YouTube page, click on videos, you'll be able to see it. It's hilarious. I followed her in some of the video because I was in awe that she got up there. I thought it was great. She became the most popular person in the crowd.
Oh, wow.
Next to the girl in the red shirt.
Right. I saw her.
But the one in the red shirt, you guys will have to look at the video and you will see what her shirt said and see why she was pulled up on stage. Put all that stuff aside, all the antics, the you know, infighting, you know, that they do between the band members. What a show. fantastic. Every single one of them sounded awesome. Styx, the drummer, fantastic. This was the first time I think that I had seen them with the new bass player. Spider is what he's called. It was great. You know, he replaced Lexi Fox, and you know, that was one big thing of, you know, when Lexi left the band, it was like, oh, you know, how are they going to get somebody that's, you know, got the comedic value and can contribute, well enough to the band? Worry at all. Not a single worry at all. Great show. Our weather in Indiana sucks, not to mention I just came back from Cambodia. But great show. Satchel was phenomenal with his guitar playing.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's great. And he graduated from the California Institute of Music or whatever it is, something like that. Used to play with Rob Halford in Fight. I mean, just to show you just how good of a guitar player he is.
Right.
And he does
and
this.
Then he said, I want to make fun songs about 80s rock.
Yeah. And that's what he does. The guys are great.
Good.
You sound like popcorn popping because I didn't understand a word you said.
I said but he wants to make them the way you like them because they're so good.
Yeah, exactly. Kathy, welcome into the chat, Kathy, by the way. Glad you could make it. Kathy said nobody can replace Lexi. For his comedic value and the bantering that he would have with the rest of the members of the band, you are correct. However, Spider does a good job because they have changed the way that banter happens, and it's awesome. He fits in perfectly. I don't want to say didn't that Lexi's not missed, but yeah, whatever. Spider was there. He's doing a kick-ass job, and I think they picked the right person to replace Lexi. It was a very good show. Hoping to see him again, probably in the next, I don't know, it's going to be at least a year. Probably we'll get to see him. But yeah, Steel Panther and Stitched Up Heart. Definitely go see Stitched Up Heart if you get a chance, because I do not think you'd be disappointed.
Right. Stay tuned because we may have Mixie on.
Hopefully, fingers crossed that we can make that happen. I know they're Steel Panther, and they are doing a European tour somewhere over in that way. And then Stitch Apart is doing some headlining gigs around the same area. So it may be a little bit, but we're definitely gonna try to do that. Maybe this summer it will work out pretty good. So hopefully so. Are you froze?
So.
Okay, you're good.
You know, I love I think one of the funnest things about going to a show like you went to is seeing a band that you didn't even know about, and then finding out how good they are. You know, and now they've created a new fan out of you. You know, and you had no clue who was opening.
Yeah, right.
Didn't care.
No,
didn't care. But now you do.
Yeah, and now it's all I've listened to for like the past week since I went to that show, because I went to that show, last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago? I don't remember. Time has gotten away. And that's all I've listened to.
I couldn't believe you literally stepped off the boat and then went to that show.
Yeah.
Literally stepped off the boat.
Got off the boat on a Saturday, flew back to Big City, Indiana, slept, got up the next day, went to Brown County for the show, came home, slept for a few hours, got up, went to work. And I wasn't even the sick one.
Right. Until yesterday.
Right. But I'm throwing up the flag and saying that was allergies. I think. I don't know. I've never had allergies. I say that, and they always say never, but oh well.
Well, I live with allergies. They are my enemy.
Right.
And my friend.
Yes. It's not good to have allergies as your enema.
No, it's not.
What? Yeah.
Yes,
so
exactly.
So the week before the concert, I was out of the country, took a cruise. Me and the wife and a bunch of our friends got together, went on a cruise, went to a couple places in Mexico, went down to Honduras, Roatan. almost didn't come back. We almost started doing this in Espanol.
Oh, yeah?
That means in Spanish, for those of you that don't speak French. So,
Roatans should be carved on a tree.
what?
In the 1600s or something, like a missing Indian tribe.
Is what Roatan means?
Or a missing pilgrim village. I think that's the story. Roanoke.
That's Roanoke.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
No, it's Roatan. Roanoke, but I'd rather Roatan. You're freezing up in me is killing me because I make a funny joke or something and you don't laugh. I mean, you don't laugh normally, but it's even worse when you freeze and you're not there. But anyway, you're slowly trying to come back, and I can't tell if you're really here.
I'm not.
I didn't think so. Hey, but the good thing is, just yesterday, we found out that tickets go on sale Friday.
Right.
For another show at Brown County that we're going to be going to in August.
Right. That's going to be great. It is.
We have been waiting for this for months because we've talked about it numerous times.
Last year, we talked about it twice.
Yeah, at least twice.
He was because he was touring with Karabi, our buddy John Karabi.
Exactly. You froze on me again. Okay, I'm going to announce it then.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this Friday, no. Saturday for everybody else, Friday for Ace and I. Tickets go on sale at Brown County Music Center for Tom Kiefer. If you're not familiar with Tom Kiefer, you must be living under a rock because Tom Kiefer is the former lead singer for the band Cinderella and the namesake for Kathy's dog.
Correct.
It's the little things. Tom Kiefer at the Brown County Music Center, doing all the hits from Cinderella, plus some stuff off of his solo albums. I cannot wait for this. It's going to be phenomenal. He's had some different opening bands, Winger, Lita Ford, stuff like that on this tour. We get the privilege, and I'm calling it a privilege because I've seen them before and I really, really like them. We get to have Faster Pussycat open for Tom Kiefer. And there's no reaction because you froze again. Do I have
It'll be over?
Give me your Venmo so that I can pay your internet bill.
This is their opportunity to win me over because I'm not a fan.
Have you seen them live?
Never.
Okay.
That's the point. They can win me over. They were supposed to open for Kiss on the Hot in the Shade tour when I went to go see Kiss at Deer Creek.
Right.
And it was supposed to be Faster Pussycat. That was what was advertised. And I ended up with Little Caesar. Do you remember Little Caesar?
Yeah.
They put a record out like 2 years ago.
Wow. You froze on me.
So I got no Faster Pussycat.
Okay. So I seen them back when they were in their glam stage. And then they were on tour with Poison in, we're going to say 98, 99, somewhere around there. They entered into a goth phase to where they were in nothing but black. It was almost a Marilyn Manson type vibe from Faster Pussycat. Tammy Down, is in the top hat, all black. I don't remember if the face was whited out, but some blackened out eyes. They hit their goth stage, I guess. Still performed all the normal songs. It was a great show, but I was like, okay, this is not the Faster Pussycat, listening to in the mid to late 80s, early 90s or whatever. But I don't know where they're at now. I don't know if they're in the I don't know what stage they're in of their creative lives now. But I'm hoping that I'm gonna see if this picture showed it. No, it doesn't. It just says with Faster Pussycat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at their social media to see what kind of stage they're in. Is it the glam stage, or are they still in this rut?
They are probably in the t-shirt and jeans phase.
Right. Wes says I get Faster Pussycat confused with the Enough's Enough. It's as funny as that is.
Yes, I did too today in my head.
Yeah, they did not sing Fly High Michelle.
I was hearing it in my head, Fly High Michelle.
Right.
And I thought for half a second, oh, I'll hear that song in August. And then I thought, wait. No, that's Enough's Enough.
Yeah. Now, the other remark by Wes was that he saw Ace's number on the bathroom wall. That's a reference to Faster Pussycat. So, yeah, but it's going to be good. I can't wait. That's going to be an awesome show. Hopefully, from what I've looked at, tickets are probably around the $40 to $50 range. That's not bad, especially for Brown County. Again, I can't say enough good things about Brown County.
Right.
It's going to be a good show, and it's like what, hour and a half away from us. So
right, and
this is the awkward silence. You're not coming back strong this time.
What?
You were gone.
It's like as soon as I speak.
Well, yeah.
What are you doing?
I said something about Brown County, and then you put your hands up and said, "Root," and then you were done.
Well, I was saying I've not been to the new venue. I've been to the old venue that burned down. For the country shows they used to have, I went to a handful of those. This new venue I've not been to, so this will be fun for me.
Not?
No, it's only been open a handful of years, and they're getting a lot of rock acts now.
I thought Steel Panther, I do not think will be re-invited back, but I thought for some reason you went there with me for something, but yeah, that wasn't you. That was another friend of ours. But oh yeah, then you're in for a treat, my friend.
And we didn't get to go because Ace canceled.
Right, that's what it was. Well, you're definitely in for a treat. My apologies if I am also freezing. Kathy said that we were both freezing. I'm not freezing on my end.
You were on my end, but I thought it was just me.
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't Night Ranger coming to Brown County soon? Wes, that is correct. Night Ranger is coming to Brown County, and last night, it was either last night or the night before, and unfortunately, but Red Rain just opened up for, was it Foreigner?
Blue Oyster Cult?
What?
Is it Blue Oyster Cult?
Is what Blue Oyster Cult?
Is that who they're opening for? Or Nazareth?
Nazareth. Yes, Red Rain opened up for Nazareth either last night or the night before. If you guys remember, we had the drummer for Red Rain on this very show. So it's good to see them out getting to support a national act right now on tour. So that was fantastic to see. Phenomenal. The shows that we have coming up this year, because we still have Creed, we still have the Van Halen, reunion, if you will. Yeah, the shows are fantastic, and they keep coming in. Now, of course, those two shows are going to be up in Indianapolis, but you just made a comment a while ago that Brown County is starting to get a bunch of rock acts in. I think they're finally realizing that there may be some money in that. That's where I went to see Warrant and Lita Ford and whoever else was there. I don't remember. But yeah, I think they're figuring it out. So I'm super excited.
Right, and I think that's cool to have a mix. If you have a smaller country act that wants to show up, fine. But if you've got these theater level rock acts that can do those smaller shows and probably fill your venue. I'm not sure how many seats you have there, but what, 5,000 maybe?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. Hopefully you don't freeze.
I think that's a really good thing because
and I knew I just had to give it a minute and you would freeze.
Right.
Son of a bitch. Brown County Music Center is a 2,000 seat live performance venue. Really?
Okay, so 2,000 seats.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, and fill that place. Tom Kiefer should.
You would think.
He
You would
should.
think. Well, here's the thing, and I am guarantee you've seen this before too. When there's a show on a weeknight, you don't get, the crowd that you would if it's a Friday or Saturday. Obviously, people have to go to work the next day. I understand that. And I think the Tom Kiefer show, if I'm not mistaken,
Thursday.
I think is a Thursday night.
Yep.
So, we'll see.
I'll have to move my schedule around for that, but I'll be able to make it work.
Well, you got a few months to figure it out, so.
Right, and it'll be great. I've seen Cinderella 3 times in their heyday.
Right.
Always, I rank them among the top concerts I've seen. Always, because they're so good.
I can only hope that with this whole new tour going on, with all these different tours, there's still rumors going on right now that Sebastian Bach may end up back in Skid Row. If he does, and they do this reunion tour, they better come to Brown County, even though they may end up at some place like whatever it's called, Klipsch, Deer Creek, whatever.
That's going to be a bigger show. The thing is, they know that. They know that would hook them up to a bigger spot. They just keep putting it off and putting it off for whatever reason. They're still holding 30 years ago with Sebastian, but right. Which I don't understand. But he's the source of these rumors right now.
Yeah, and this is as recent as what, this week that he started them even more.
Yeah, right. He's saying it's a strong possibility now.
Yeah. So
what I sent you earlier was all about Lizzie Hale doing shows with Snake was promoting it. So they're not even talking about it.
Right. But then Sebastian goes on Eddie Trunk and said that he found out some information that is apparently a miscommunication, and now he needs to communicate with them and let them know that what is out there was not true. Is this 20 years of 30 or 20 years worth of miscommunication that, all of a sudden I need to clear this up? Yeah, those were not my pants.
I think sometimes.
And you cut out again. So you think sometimes something. Are you back?
Yes, I'm saying, sometimes these guys speak out of turn because nothing's set in stone.
Right.
Whether they're excited or they just want to announce it or talk about it or they can't help themselves, I don't know. So maybe this is part of, hey, don't say nothing. And now we got to backtrack.
Right. Because you get Rachel Bolan coming out saying that everybody's hyped up about Lizzie, crowd's going wild, fans are just, hyping this shit up. It's just awesome. Which I'm sure it is, and this is not to take anything away from Lizzie Hale.
No, those would be great shows.
Right. But is Rachel, is this, a two reason effect that he's putting this out there? One, to say, hey, it's still Skid Row and Lizzie's doing a badass job, and to detract away from everything related to Sebastian Bach, because maybe that contract's not signed, and they're still trying to iron things out. Who knows?
Right. And I think you would rather promote your last 4 shows as opposed to promoting your show you don't even have yet.
Right.
Or why even talk about it?
Yep.
But they'll get it straightened out. I hope it happens. And I think it'll be a bigger tour than just going to a 2,000 seat arena, music center. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. But I think this will be an opening act for a bigger show.
You really think that would be an opening act show?
I don't think they would headline. I don't think they do. You?
Yeah, I totally think they'll headline.
I think this would be a 3 or 4 band show where they would be slotted on that card somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
That's what I think.
You know what? Either way, I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's perfect if you think about it. They're all older. We know that. So give them give them 45 minutes where they can just belt it out the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Sebastian can just cut loose and sound as close as he can to what he used to sound like, and it'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for these guys sometimes doing shorter sets. I told you about Loverboy last summer.
Yeah.
They did 9 songs, but they were great because they went out, they did 9 songs, and they could put everything into that 9-song set, and then they went home.
Yeah.
And leave the heavy lifting to Foreigner.
Exactly. I know we're getting close to run out of time, and we've got a bunch of stuff that we never even touched on that I guess we'll have to save for next week. But one thing while we're on the subject of touring, I just want to throw this out there because this news just came out, I believe, yesterday, maybe today. Today's the 15th. So, yeah, this came out yesterday. It was probably late last year, I think, that we started talking about Oz Fox with Stryper. Who was going through some issues with a tumor in his brain,
right?
That they had to surgically remove, and everything was a success. All this is good. Unfortunately, Oz is going to have to sit out the band's upcoming To Hell with the Amps acoustic tour in order to undergo another brain surgery.
Wow.
There's an update that was released yesterday from Stryper's social media that states, let me get a drink before I screw this up. Many of you might remember the challenges Oz faced back in 2018 when doctors found 2 tumors in his brain. After a couple successful surgeries, we were all hoping that this was behind him. Unfortunately, a recent routine scan brought some disappointing news. There is a concern in the same area where he had the operation before, and Oz's medical team thinks another surgery is needed as part of his treatment. As we all know, every operation comes with risks, but the doctors say this one should be less invasive than the first, so we are staying positive. In light of this news, we've had to make some tough decisions as we gear up for our first acoustic tour. It's with heavy heart that we share that Oz will not be able to join us on this run. We know this isn't ideal, as news came well after we booked the tour, but with Oz's blessing, we've invited Will Doty to join us. He will be playing keyboards and adding harmonies to the mix. Will is a respected musician and singer-songwriter, best known for his work as the touring keyboardist for Poison since 2007. While we wish things were different, we're genuinely excited to have Will with us for these acoustic shows. We're praying that Oz will make a swift and complete recovery, and he's aiming to be back on the road with us in July. In the meantime, please join us in praying for him. We're all counting down the days until we're back on the road together. So, huge news from the Stryper camp. I'm there's a little bit of solace there by it just being a another surgery and not like hey it's worse, we can't do surgery. So
Right.
It sucks that he's going to miss out on the tour, but obviously your health is a little bit more important than going on this tour. So
sure, and hopefully everything goes well and he's able to recover and tour again another day. That's what we all want.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's going to be rough on him, but hey, it just goes to show even rock stars are human. So man, there's a bunch of stuff we did not cover today.
Well, that's okay. We froze a lot.
Woo! Did we? Did we
did.
really? Yeah. There's got to be a joke about freezing somewhere.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Why is it you've not frozen like the last 5 minutes?
I have no idea.
Son of a bitch.
I bet someone has turned off the TV upstairs that's using my bandwidth, and you know what I'm saying? That's how this shit works, right?
Can you just lock the doors?
Well, I mean, other people are here in the house.
Can you send them out to get the mail and then lock the door and then nobody can use the bandwidth?
Well, my wife's watching me freeze on TV. So she's using bandwidth, and I'm not going to tell her not to watch me freeze.
She said she turned hers off, just so you know.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Show off your shirt again. Okay. And by the way, mine has dates on the back. Gosh, I hate it when you freeze. See ya.